Hey there, if you're watching this video, this is the first video I've done that's had a whole bunch of licks in it. I've done a bunch of YouTube videos, but just wanted to make a collection of licks that I guess I've taken from others. I've kind of changed up a bit, just stuff I do a lot. And some of these are things that really just started with me playing and wanting to remember. I really wanted to make them comfort licks. So I started putting them in Guitar Pro and trying to remember them, and then I just started adding more and more and kind of sharing them with you now. So there's not really a lot of stuff here that's incredibly hard. There's just cool stuff that's going to sound good. Shouldn't take you too long to learn. And that's the point. A lot of these are one, maybe two measure licks. I always find that I learn the most when I learn something short and small and I can grasp the concept of it and be able to put in any key. So that's really what I'm going for here, just to give you a whole bunch of little rut buster ideas, just some fresh meal starters, if you will. And I've made everything tabbed out in the key of A. When I say key of A, not really A major, more of A mixolydian. So these are going to sound good over a blues. Probably wouldn't really play Ionian over a blues, so it's going to work great on an A7 chord, over just a straight, just a blues kind of shuffle. So these are going to sound good over rock, country, blues, that kind of thing. And what else? A lot of these I will, like I said, I have them tabbed out in A, but I might show you how to play it in D as well. Even though the tab doesn't have that, it's pretty easy. You just go up, just a few frets and you've got it. So I might explain that in some of them. So, oh yeah, make sure you grab your PV Wolfgang or your Ibanez or your Flying V or your BC Rich, and let's go play some country licks. Telecasters are welcome too. Okay, here we go. Here's lick number one. Okay, it's just a cool little double stop kind of thing in A. A little bit of hybrid chicken picking kind of stuff. Just some straightforward double stops and a little hammer on. So once you get that comfortable, move it up to D. And if you have any open string notes like I did on the 5th string, just do a muted note instead. Here it is in E. So try and take each of these licks and initially just do it in A, then D, then E. Then you've got something you can use on the whole progression. Okay, next lick is very similar to the one we just did, and we'll talk about that in just a second. That is it. Okay, the point of that is, anytime you learn a lick, try to get as much mileage out of it as you can. So if you look back at the first one, okay, I'm looking at this. I'm thinking like, hey, I don't have to do the entire lick. I can just do that much of it and get something cool. Same with this part. Same with the tritone part is great. So yeah, try to just get as many mini licks as you can out of every lick. And throughout this whole video, we're going to be talking about that too. So don't just think like, I've learned a lick, I'm all done with it. That's kind of why I'm making all these licks so short. One measure, it's easy to quickly pick up on one. And you just want to try to squeeze as much out of it as you can. Okay, next lick, easy thing in A. Of course, these are all in A. So I maybe show them in D and E as well. But all the tabs are in A. That's it. Here it is in D. Here it is in E. So, let's see what happens if we combine a few of those first licks we did. So, it all runs well together. Next lick is something I think I stole from Brian Setzer. Sounds like something he would do. It's probably where I got it from. It's a cool, fast little lick. Here it is. That's it. Try that. Next lick, very similar to the one we just did, just on a different set of strings. So there's some different notes and different harmonies going on, but here it is. Combine those together. You get the idea. Have fun with that one. Lick 6. Okay, here's one. That's it. So the first thing we have is a tritone. We're bending that G note up to the A, so it's no longer a tritone. So I'm thinking, if I look at that, hey, that bend is cool. I can do a lot with just that. Okay, I mean, this part's cool. Try to just take that and do as much as you can with it. Here it is in D. Lick 7. Okay, here's the next one. A fun little thing in A. You can use your pinky if you want instead. Here it is in D. And E. That's about it on that one. Lick 8. Okay, here's a little hoedowny, fiddly kind of sounding lick. That's it. Here it is in D. In E. Back to A. Sounds cool to use your fingers a bit too, make some little variations. Lick 9. Alright, I like this lick a lot. It takes a little practice, I think. Here's what you do. Just make the dyad, as you'll see in the tabs. So dyad, 3 notes. So that's right there is a 4-note pattern. Okay, then it's so then you just make an A-flat chord. Do a little chicken pick and real note, chicken pick, real note. That last part is great to dissect on its own. Easy to reach right there. Hey, here it is in D. In E. And back to A. Lick 10, here we go. Really just, 8 notes is all it is. Just sounds kind of like a busy little quick riff to throw into places. Now here it is in D. Next lick, here we go. Here it is slowly. So we're just taking the previous lick and expanding on it. So what we got really is an A, an A flat, and a G, F sharp minor, F minor, and E minor. Those all sound good on an A chord, as long as you realize that that A flat and that F minor are passing notes. You don't want to sit on them. That's it. Use that in other licks, in other keys. That was D, here's E. There you go. This one is basically the same thing, but we're going to do it on the next set of strings, so that way you don't have to jump around and do licks, a whole bunch of frets higher or lower, and still get the same result. Okay, so here we go. There you go. Here it is in D. Lick 13. Okay, this is a lot like what we just did, but I don't know, maybe even a little simpler. love the sound of that one. It sounds cool. Here it is in D. E. Of course, when I'm doing the A, I'm jumping down an octave. Pretty intense. I like it. Lick 14. Okay, I love this next one here. It's actually real easy. Here it is in D. And E. Lick 15 is kind of a variation on one of the licks we just did, and just throwing in that first lick. Just like to show you some combos every now and then here. That's it. Okay, lick 16 is really just dyads going up on the third and second string harmonized. So they're coming out of mixolydian, A mixolydian. So here we go. And I didn't tab it out, but you can just descend like this. So that is really just, there's so many things you can do with that. I'm not going to tab all this out, but I mean, you know. All right, lick 17. I love this one. It's pretty cool. So the idea, here it is first. Okay, the idea is you're doing an A chord, a D chord, back to an A, and then an A diminished. This all works great on an A chord. Sounds like a cool intro or something, or maybe a breakdown in the middle of a song. Do it in other keys, it's real easy, just the same shape. I don't have too many open strings in most of these licks, so they're easy to move around. There you go. And this is where I'm going to start my little banjo technique thing, as I call it. Let's take just an A chord right here. Easy. Second fret, strings 4, 3, and 2. Okay, 4 notes is all it really is on the right hand. It's just a 4-note pattern. Okay, so here it is. That's it. Okay, so what I did is ring finger on the second string, pluck. Okay, pick the 4th string for real with a pick. Okay, middle finger on the 3rd string, pluck, and 4th string reel. So we got this. Okay, so to make it the actual lick there, all you're going to do is just on the 2nd string, climb up a note. So here's the first 4 notes. That's it. Okay, we'll be doing some other licks using that technique, so get good at that first, the initial. Skip that one. Here's the first 4 notes. Okay, and then just use your pinky. 7th fret, 8th fret, 9th fret. That's it, move that around. And that's it. Lick 20. Okay, here's one of the ones I use a lot using the banjo technique. So it's going to be one of those where we do A, G, F sharp minor, E minor. Here it is slowly. That's it. Next lick is the exact same thing, but on the next set of strings, so it's, you know, different fingering. But you want to know this all over the place, so that's why I'm giving it to you. That's it. Try that in other keys. Here's D. Back to A. E. D. A. And you get the idea. Okay, lick 22 is a very similar idea. Same chords, it's A, G, F sharp minor, E minor, but we're doing it on the next set of strings. So here we go. That's it. Here it is in D. Here's lick 23. That's it. Move that around. That's all there is to it. Lick 24. Okay, I love this next lick. I do this time to time. Okay, this is of course over an A chord, as all these are. Okay, what you're going to do is it's an A chord, a D chord, back to A, and then A diminished. So, using the banjo technique, you're going to go like this. And actually, I just realized the tab has a slightly different order, but you can do what I just did too. So it's A. The band I'm playing right now, we do Jackson by Johnny Cash. And while the other guitar player is strumming the C chord, I do something like this to keep myself entertained. That kind of thing. Okay, lick 25. Here we go. It's going to be an A chord, then a B diminished, C diminished, C sharp diminished. That C sharp diminished actually has the notes you need in an A7 chord anyway. So, right there. So it resolves nicely. That's what we're doing with that. Next lick is a lot like what we just did, except it's the next inversion. So here's A, B diminished, C diminished, and C sharp diminished. And of course, move that in other chords. Here's in D, E. And next lick is the same kind of banjo technique, but I add a little 10th lick at the end of it. Just have some fun. Here we go. There you go. Okay, next lick is more of the diminished chords idea. So here it is. With a little lickage on the end. So again, it's A, B diminished, C diminished, C sharp diminished. Then we're just doing a partial A7 chord, an A7 chord here, and that's it. Use that in other keys as well. Lick 29. I like this one. I think I got it from Brent Mason, if I remember. Kind of similar. That's it. Next lick, some open string stuff. Put the previous lick with it, sounds good. Lick 31. Okay, here's a little banjo-y kind of technique, pretty easy really. That's it. So you want to move that in other chords, just be careful with what open string you're going to use. Like on the D chord, you probably don't want to use that G note, but I would definitely use the open B. Same if you go to an E chord. So just be careful what notes you use. If it sounds good, do it. If it doesn't, stop doing it. Okay, next one uses a lot of sixths, which I love. That's it. Enjoy. Lick 33. Okay, here's another banjo roll kind of dealio. That's it. You can move that up to the 10th fret, and you have D, and the 12th fret for E. But with What's really cool, if you go back to the initial one at the 5th fret, go left a fret, you've got D. Go back to the initial A, and go 2 to your left. 1 to your right. You've got E. So there you go. Here's A, D, A, E, D, that's A. There you go. 34, it's kind of a new one for me. I kind of started doing this recently. Don't know where I got it, but I like it. So that's it. Works great in A. And just if you want to shift around, here it is in D. So you get the idea. Okay, lick 35. Here we go. That's it. It's kind of a jazzy, bebop-y thing, actually. You can move it around in other keys. It's got a little sweep at the beginning. Those 3 notes. Real easy, though. It's not like it's a big sweep. Anyway, that's about it for that one. That works great. Just like all these other ones, mixing it up with the other licks. Sounds cool. Lick 36. Here we are. That's it. Lick 37. Here's a blues lick for you. Kind of an intervallic one at that. So that's pretty straightforward and easy. Lick 38. Here we go. Pretty easy. Same thing. Lick 39. Same thing on the 5th string. Lick 40. Same thing, but on the 4th string. So those 3 licks are the same thing. One's an octave lower, but that gives you the chance to play some of the same licks without having to jump real far, off the neck. So you could just go like this. Sorry. You can do some similar ideas without having to jump all over the place. So that's the point of that one. Lick 41. Here we go. Kind of a cool little, flowing 16th note kind of lick. So here it is slowly. And that one you can get a lot of extra mileage out of. I mean, just look at this. There's so many little goodies in there. And move it all around. And you get the idea. Lick 42. Here we go. Just a little bendy thing. And you can move that all around to different keys. Easy. Kind of pedal steelish a little bit. Lick 43. And you can move that around a lot. That the open string lick might not work if you move it around, but I mean, hey, if you want to do it in D. Just throw in some other lick at the end. Nobody's going to care. Lick 44. It's a little intervallic kind of thing out of the blues. Okay, lick 45. Same thing, just up an octave. You get to do it on a different set of strings, so you've got that going for you too. Lick 46. Same lick on a different set of strings again. There you are. Lick 47 brings us some more tenths, which I like. There you go. Lick 48, more tenths. Here we go. Pretty pretty spread out and intervallic, aren't they? I know. Lick 49, more tenths. Here we are. Pretty cool. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do with those. Just grab, one of them, just start walking them around, mix them all up. Just see what comes out. Okay, lick 50 starts using a little hybrid chicken picking kind of thing that we haven't quite done in this video this way, but you've probably seen it before. So this one is going to be right out of the A box, which is handy, and it's really kind of stressing the F sharp minor to E minor chord. So we're going to do it like this though. It's got some cool chromatic stuff in it. So it breaks that slowly. So it's a middle finger pluck on the second string, then 3 picked notes, alternate picks. And same thing, left 2 frets. That's all it is. Kind of sounds more complicated than it is, too. But it is, there's definitely some intervallic stuff going on, and the chromatic stuff thrown in there kind of makes it sound jumbled up. Okay, lick 51 is a little longer version of this kind of chicken picking, so here it goes. That's it. Enjoy. Here is lick 52. Just more of the hybrid picking stuff on a different set of strings. Here we go. That's it. Straightforward and to the point. Lick 53 is the same idea, but we're going to start doing it on a different set of strings. So we're going to jump back to your good old A, where you're comfortable with it, like we all are. And let's do it right here. Start on a C sharp note. That's it. Lick 54, just a longer version of that set of strings. So here we go. That's it. Lick 55 has a little Stevie Ray Vaughan-ish kind of lick and some sixths afterwards, so here it is. That's it. Okay, I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, please leave a comment. Send me some kind of message saying you liked it, and I plan to make more of these. And again, if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would very much appreciate it. So that's about it. Thank you.